Lone rider is Malakani. Says 5 to go. I think it might be slightly out that, but we'll see. Haven't seen a marker just yet. Shakes his head as if to say, Magnus Backstedt was right. Kind of blew this.
Well, yeah. It's certainly going to be a tough one to hold on to, and the more riders you see from Vacansoleil coming up there, the more difficult it will be for him, and you can see the gap is just shrinking by the metre.
Yeah, absolutely. We've gone down to 5 kilometres to go here. So, well, we said at the beginning of the show that Vacansoleil really have one of the strongest teams here. Lotto Belisol have come with armaments as well. Movistar, can't see too much of them at the moment. That does not mean they're not there. So, Lotto, Greg Henderson, the Kiwi, let's not forget him amongst this dance, and he's at the back, which with a wingman, which suggests they're forming a lead-out train for him.
Yeah, they'll definitely be trying to look after him to get into the finish here, no doubt.
Well, Freddie Willems was a big shout for them at the beginning of the day, but they've also got Van der Sande, don't forget, and Gatjan Biele, the defending champion. They won't be thinking about him, but they will be thinking about taking it for the team yet again. Greg Henderson, well, could be a good call. 4 kilometres to go. Well, it really is a hiatus right now. Could do with a helicopter, frankly. Still in here is Ventoso, by the way, as well. And so is Denegri. Stretch your legs time. Got to get yourself into a decent position right now. And it's about who's where on the road. Greg Henderson is there. Who do you fancy now then?
Well, definitely, I think Henderson is going to be a bit dangerous man. But I also think Fran Ventoso or Rojas. Well, Ventoso is sitting on the back here actually. So Rojas is probably the one who's they're gonna lead the sprint out for. You know, it all depends as well who's left in the in this actual group. But you know, Feur, yeah, definitely.
4 to go then. It'll be 3 before you know it. It's the run for home, that familiar roundabout that you have seen here. Marco Demar for United Healthcare in a good place. So is Chris Jones and Jeff Lauder, incidentally, to give ourselves a doff of the cap to the Americans.
Well, he's got Greg Henderson there in third wheel with the sort of covered, almost silver helmet. This is the man they're working for, although it's a little bit too early to sit that far up the line.
Well, Nayens is open-mouthed and punching a big hole in the air here for his teammate. A line of 4 then with 3 to go. They're the team to beat right now. Brett and Schuller suddenly get themselves back into shape right now. But what about Marco Mercato today? I think he's up there. Schuller having another roll of the dice here.
Yeah, and they're sitting well formed a little bit further down the back there as well, so really in a good position.
Well, Marco Mercato is there for Vacansoleil as well. I can't see Kenny Van Hummel, and suddenly the pace is up and they've got to respond now. Maybe a little bit forced to go a little bit earlier than they had at first hoped. And still they stride out here. Bidot. And still we wait for the response. Harrier set this up, don't forget, right at the beginning. I don't think it's going to happen for him. Absolutely not. And who is that for the Vini Fantini as well? Andriato? Or is it still Denegri involved?
I think it's still Denegri up there.
It is still Denegri in the bright yellow here. Now he could be a threat as again. Do you know what? They've been beating everyone up here, Breton, Sesh, and they're going again here. Last late kick with 2 kilometres to go. Well, it worked last year for Gatjan Biele. Will it work again this time by? That's a feisty effort with some very, very testy turns. Now, don't forget, it's an uphill ramp towards the end here, but this is a very, very serious moment here. There's the pinch point, that left-hander we were talking about. A little bit of picture breakup. Got to apologise for that at the end game here today. Oh, this is a very, very good push here being done by Vachon. Vachon on a charge. Now then, has he timed it well?
I think he has timed it really well, actually. Just over the top of the climb, so it's got a little bit of a downhill down towards about 1 kilometre to go, and then it starts dragging back up again. So the question is, has he got enough power left? And has Lotto Belisol got enough left to respond to this with?
I don't know. Vachon, very, very late call for the team. In fact, he wasn't on the start list at the beginning of the day. It's added in latterly as an error. And now it's all down to themselves. Henderson's alone up front here for Lotto Belisol. Henderson has lost his men here, and this is the reason why. He's the only man who's got any kind of legs to get back at Florian Vachon. Has Vachon timed this brilliantly? Exactly what Gatien Biller did last year. Not given enough respect, perhaps. Well, Vachon has gone here, and Breton Sèche have done an amazing job today. A little bit further than the graphic suggested. They've killed it. We thought the graphic may well have been wrong, and so it has proved. 3 in line here.
Yeah, 3 in line, all for Romain Fayeux. So coming around the corner, bottom last right-hand corner. It's going to be tight if he can hold on.
Oh, it's going to be very tight indeed. And Vacansoleil are on the charge here, and Vachon on his own here. Mouth agape, and they're starting to close him down. And Vacansoleil working for Fayeux. When's he going to release? Any moment now, you can be sure. But Lotto Belisol also involved. And there they go. Vacansoleil in there, blue and white with a sunburst. And it's a burst of power right now from Romain Fayeux. Oh, he's caught his man. It's going to be heartbreak for them. Is it going to be heartbreak for him? Henderson also still involved here. It's an amazing finish right towards the end. Oh, and it's going to be Lotto Belisol here that take this one over the line. This mean old drag up the road here. Oh my goodness, what a powerhouse performance that was. Breton can feel aggrieved that it didn't quite happen for them, but this day has belonged to Lotto Belisol, who timed that so well towards the end. I thought Vachon had got it, but as it turned out, it was not to be. Goodness gracious me, just waiting for confirmation, but I think there it is. It's Van Gechten. Goodness gracious me.
Well, that was a powerful sprint from Van Gechten. Very, very powerful sprint. And Romain Fayeux had to hit out so early, though. So Van Gechten just he stayed calm. He waited, and then literally just came around him. But
here we go.
Very powerful.
Now, Van Gechten, don't forget, punctured earlier on today as well. He's ridden adversity, and he has saved the best till last.
Yeah, because Romain Fayeux had to go early to try and chase down the last breakaway rider, and with that, Van Gechten, he just sort of stayed with Romain Fayeux, and obviously had all the horsepower left and won this sprint easy.
Good work. Romain Fayeux was in second place across the line. Thought that Fayeux would have had the bettering of them, but not to be. And in fact, it was Van Gechten that came through, the big man. Goodness gracious me. Well, what a harried finish it turned out to be. It was almost last man standing out there. And Jonas Van Gechten has done it for Belgium and done it for Lotto Belisol. 2 wins in a row coming on the back of Gatien Biller. It shows you good strategy can pay off.
Well, it certainly can, but I've got to say, I've got to take my hat off to Breton Sèche. The way they rode, the way they took the race on the final climb, and then all the way into the finish as well. Just kept sending one man after another up there. Brilliant racing.